Blast off. Good morning. Excuse me, went down the wrong pipe. Johnny B, South Central PA, coming to you live after a long, well, it was a long weekend for me because I took a couple of days of vacation. Let me straighten this up a bit. There we go. So how y'all doing? Hey Skipper, are you still at your undisclosed location? You're a cool dude. Hey, how to make more money. That's my title today. I was listening to an audio book the other day for about the 17th time because I love it. I love this book. It's by Jim Rohn. Let me tell you how things go right now with our kids. A classic scenario, and it was the same when I was college age, is that we get good grades, go to college, get a job, and then, you know, we live happily ever after. We buy a car and a house and have 2.5 kids, and then everything is peachy. Well, that is what we think. That's what the school system teaches us. That's what we as parents tell our kids, right? And you know what? College is important and an awesome tool for some people. Education, I will always say education is so important. But here's what I want to tell you today. That there's a lot of knowledge out there that you can learn without going to a formal college. So if college is not your deal, if you don't know what your passion is and what you want to study, take some time to figure that out before you just start throwing money at college, okay? So that's personal. That's not part of this message. That's a secret that only some of you can hear. So how to make more money. The current trend right now for these college kids, and it has been for years, is that you get out of college with a lot of debt and you go find yourself a corporate job. It's awesome. You feel awesome about that. And you work for 3 or 4 years and you get in the grind, you learn a lot, and about the time you get good at your job, you get frustrated because you're not making $10,000 or $20,000 more than when you started, and then you go look for another job where you get a small raise, and then you work for 3 or 4 more years, and you get frustrated, and you move to the next, and that's the trend. I'm in the corporate world. I see this all the time. It's not a bad thing. It's just how it is right now. College kids get out, they don't advance and make enough money after 3 or 4 years, and they move, they switch, and they keep moving around. That decimates their 401k. Their resume has a lot of jobs on it. So good or bad, that's just the way it is right now. So and for one thing, I know kids that have come out of there with hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. And so I would encourage your college age kids to think about really, you know, is it really worth it to go to college now, or should you wait a little bit? But how to make more money is what I want to talk about, and I think there's a different way. My friend Jim Rohn taught me a different way to think, and this is what he says. Work harder on yourself than you do at your job. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Now, why would he say this? Because, you know, that sounds pretty cool, but what does that really mean? Here's the fact. We get paid not by the hour, but by the value we put into the hour. So if you're an hourly wage person, if you stayed home, they're not going to pay you because you stayed home 8 hours. So you're really not getting paid by the hour. You get paid when you go in and add value to that hour. Then you're going to get paid. All right? Now, same thing with salary. A salaried employee is expected to work 40 or more hours a week, but they get paid based on how much value they add to the time that they were there. So we don't get paid by the hour. We get paid by how valuable we are to that market. So Work harder on yourself than you do at your job. What does that mean? That means that if you work harder on yourself to be more valuable, then you will make more money. It's a principle that it works. It's not a big secret, but I want to tell you because it took me a lot of years to hear this and for it to soak in and for it to mean something to me and for it to pay off. Work harder on yourself than you do at your job. How do you become more valuable? Education, but not necessarily college. There are libraries out there that, very few people go to the libraries. Libraries are packed with books written by people who have done things, who have learned things. All the knowledge that mankind has gathered up over the years are contained in books that are contained in libraries that are free. They're free for us to go look at. And so we have all this knowledge. People who have made a lot of money, rich people, they write books about how they made money. People who are great shipbuilders, did I say that right? Shipbuilders? They have written books about how to build ships. Engineers have written books about how to engineer, and farmers how to farm, and all these things. All this knowledge is contained and free to everyone. And so, what I submit to you today is that you can make more money, even if you're my age, 55, you can make more money and advance your career by working on yourself. Work harder on yourself than you do at your job. You work hard on your philosophy. You work hard on learning things and becoming more creative and putting yourself around the people that will push you to a higher level. So for all those young kids that are thinking about college and are accruing so much debt, I need you to think about this for a second. When you get out with that college degree, you go get a job for 3 or 4 years and it's just not cutting it. It's a great starting wage, but you're not advancing fast enough. You're going to go to the next and go to the next and go to the next. But here's my advice for you, young people. Don't stop learning. Keep learning. Keep learning your trade. Keep learning your passion. And the truth of the matter is, a job will never make you rich, I don't think. But a business can make you rich. So, job, business. Look, there's a lot of businesses out there right now that you can start for almost no money at all and learn how to sell. I know sales is a bad word in our society, but without people selling stuff, our factories wouldn't make anything, okay? Our stores wouldn't be full of stuff. So there's a way to sell stuff that is honorable and honest and kind, and you can learn how to do that, and it will increase your leadership. When you get into a business, one of these businesses I'm talking about, you learn leadership, you learn organization, you learn how to talk with people, interpersonal relationships. You learn so much by running your own business. And you can do that without a huge down payment like for a Chick-fil-A or a Domino's Pizza. You don't have to run that kind of business. So for you young kids out there, there's hope for you. You don't have to come out with $300,000 in debt out from college and get a job and move every 3 or 4 years. I encourage you to talk to some people that are independent, entrepreneurial, strike out, take a chance, educate yourself. Keep on learning, keep on adding value to yourself. There are things out there where you can build your own business and become financially independent. Truly believe this with all my heart, guys. Okay, well, read more books, listen to sermons, listen to podcasts, listen to lectures. Open your mind, absorb all you can, and then learn from your own mistakes. That's the best, one of the best lessons or ways to learn is from your mistakes. All right, guys, I hope you got something out of this. If you did, comment. If you have any questions, feel free to personal message me. I'd love to help each of you. Most of all, your health is so important. Without good health, you can't serve. You can't be a servant to people, and that's what it's all about, is serving people. So if you need help with your health, I'm on a journey and having really good success, and I'd love to share that with you. Just personal message me, and we can get exchange phone numbers and have a talk, all right? Hey, listen, dream big and work hard and love large. Eat good food and take your vitamins and be your best self now. And remember, I love you. I'm for you. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.